Hello viewers. Today I am going to tell you about Louis Pasteur and his contributions. Louis Pasteur was a French chemist and microbiologist considered the most important founders of microbiology. Microbiology developed as a scientific discipline from the era of Louis Pasteur, that is from 1822 to 1895. He first coined the term microbiology for the study of organisms of microscopic size. For his innumerable contribution in the field, he is also known as the father of microbiology. He is renowned for his discoveries of principles of vaccination, microbial fermentation, and pasteurization. He is remembered for his remarkable breakthroughs in the causes and prevention of diseases. He is regarded as one of the three main founders of bacteriology, together with Ferdinand Kohn and Robert Koch. Pasteur's academic positions were numerous, and his scientific accomplishments earned him France's highest decoration, the Legion of Honor, as well as election to the Academic des Sciences and many other distinctions. Today, there are some 30 institutes and an impressive number of hospitals, schools, buildings, and streets that bear his name, a set of honors bestowed on few scientists. Pasteur was amongst them. Major contributions of Louis Pasteur are the studies on fermentation led Pasteur to take interest to work in microbiology. His contributions to microbiology are as follows. He disproved the theory of spontaneous generation of diseases and postulated the germ theory of disease. He stated that disease cannot be caused by bad air or vapor, but it is produced by the organisms present in air. The doctrine of spontaneous generation was disapproved by his experiments that showed that without contamination, microorganism could not develop. He proposed the principle of fermentation for preservation of food. He introduced the sterilization techniques and developed steam sterilizer, hot air oven, and autoclave. He described the method of pasteurization of milk and wine. He reduced mortality from puerperal fever. He had also contributed for the vaccine development against several diseases such as anthrax, fowl cholera, and rabies. Liquid media concept. He used nutrient broth to grow microorganisms. He was the founder of the Pasteur Institute Paris. Besides microbiology, Pasteur made significant discoveries in chemistry, most notably on the molecular basis for the asymmetry of certain crystals and racemization. Early in his career, his investigation of tartaric acid resulted in the first resolution of what is now called optical isomers. His work led to the way current understanding of a fundamental principle in the structure of organic compounds. Pasteur's experiment of swan neck flask was very famous. Now, in this experiment, what Pasteur showed is that Pasteur first filtered air through cotton and found that objects resembling plant spores had been trapped. If a piece of cotton was placed in a sterile medium, after air has been filtered through it, microbial growth appeared. Next, he placed nutrient solution in flask, heated their necks in a flame, and drew them out into a variety of curves, while keeping the ends of the neck open to the atmosphere. These flasks looked like the neck of swan, hence giving the famous experiment its name. Pasteur then boiled the solution for a few minutes and allowed them to cool. Now, took place even though the content of the flask were exposed to air. Pasteur pointed out that no growth occurred because dust and germs had been trapped on the walls of the curved neck. If the flask were broken, growth commenced immediately. By this, Pasteur proved that all life, even microbes, arose only from their light and not de novo. De novo means the new. So, germ theory of disease, Pasteur had not only resolved the controversy of origin of microorganisms, but also had shown how to keep solutions sterile with one single experiment. So, in this way, Pasteur has given us the origin of this spontaneous theory of diseases or the germ theory of diseases. So, this was all about Pasteur and his experiment. Thank you for patient listening.